Zondagavond, even voor 7:30. Vanuit zijn ondergrondse studio heet Bram van Splunteren u welkom bij de eerste aflevering van zijn nieuwe muzikale talkshow Hit of Shit. Recente clips beoordeeld door verwende vips uit de wereld der rock'n'roll. Vanavond te gast in Hit of Shit zanger Anthony Kiedis en bassist Flea van de Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hun single Under the Bridge doet het momenteel niet onaardig in de Nederlandse hitparade. En 11 februari jongstleden stonden de Chili Peppers voor het eerst in een uitverkochte Ahoy-hal.
Be the wiser, good, get the love and never rise up. I'm a member, I wanna give it like the Kaiser. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Hit of shit? Recente clips beoordeeld door verwende vips.
Before I show you a couple of videos, I'd like to ask you one question about one of your previous videos. The one, Give It Away. How was it made and who made it?
The guy's name was Stéphane Sednachui, a Frenchman.
And we just painted ourselves silver and jumped around in the desert.
We had a very small concept going into the desert. We didn't really have any idea what we were going to do, but we had an idea of what we were not going to do, which was look like women on rocks. And we just partied in front of the camera. And the guy has a good eye. And he put it together very nicely. He also did a cool Ziggy Marley video called Cosmic, which was a short-lived run.
I saw that one.
You saw Cosmic?
Good video.
That's
yeah.
Stefan.
Yeah.
Stefan's a very cool guy. He's in India right now, traveling around for 5 weeks with nothing more than a small backpack.
I think Ice Cube's the greatest. I think he's one of the finest rappers in the entire hip-hop world. Him and Chuck D are the two best rappers in the hip-hop world, in my mind.
You like his last CD too?
I love his last CD and the one before. I think they're incredible and amazing.
What is it that's so special about his records, do you think?
Well, just the hardcoreness and the intensity of his lyrics and, the incredible raw funkiness of the music and just the way it's put together and the dynamics and everything about it and the fact that he's, not worried about offending anybody. And he says things which, I don't find to be racist at all, which, offend a lot of people because they think that it's racist.
Yeah.
But, he's talking about specific situations that he deals with. And, I just love him. It's like seeing, like a real, hardcore punk rock band or something get huge, but it's in a different format.
Yeah.
I keep, he's like my hero.
He's your hero, right?
I love him, yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, how about this racism thing? Because I heard about that too. He was accused of being racist towards Jews and
yeah, well, he says that he talks about NWA's manager ripping them off and being a Jew.
Yeah.
And NWA's manager does rip them off and did rip off Ice Cube when he was a member of the group, and he is Jewish. So he was just telling the truth.
And the other thing was that there's a song about Koreans.
About Koreans, and the fact is that in South Central Los Angeles, the Koreans own all the stores there, and
All the liquor stores.
all the liquor stores.
Yeah.
And being a black person, every time you walk into these stores, you're dealing with, being treated like a suspect and being watched every move you make. Every time you walk into, buy a candy bar or something. So, it breeds a lot of resentment. And, it goes back and forth and stuff. So he's just talking about his everyday life that he deals with. And, I don't think that's racist. Well, the cherry falling into the custard was a big hit.
Yeah, it looks a bit like a TV commercial to me. Lots of close-ups of food.
It didn't look like a commercial to me.
So why were you laughing?
Oh, just the slow motion jiggle of the custard there, when the cherry lands on it.
Mm-hmm. So that was comical.
That was comical. I didn't think it was a very good video myself.
Oh.
Yeah, for me, it's like as soon as, maybe my immense respect for Lou Reed overshadows. As soon as it comes on, I automatically like respect it, you know. So, you know, it looked good to me.
But because I mean, I'm sure it wasn't something that was meant to laugh about, because this is from his new record, which is about two friends of his who died.
That's what the song is about?
Oh, it's one of the songs on the record. Yeah.
About his friends that died of cancer?
Yeah. Do you share his big respect for
Lou Reed?
Yeah.
I love Lou Reed.
Yeah?
I love Lou Reed songs. I love his crazy, haphazard style of just going for what is inside of him.
Yeah.
You know, it comes out so original sounding.
He really crams the lyrics into the song, doesn't he?
Yeah, his phrasing and his tone and everything like that are just beautiful for me.
And his new book is great, too.
Yeah?
Candy came from out on the island.
I don't know the new record, so I can't really speak about it.
Oh, you haven't heard it?
I haven't heard the new record yet.
I just would have preferred to see like more of his facial expressions and stuff, because when you get that weird profile with that lighting, you can't really see what he's saying with his face, you know.
Like, I kind of get the impression that at this point, he's kind of like on a parachute. You know, like he just like took this like intense spaceship ride for like the first 40 years of his life, or however old he is.
Yeah.
And now he's in the parachute, kind of coming down, nice and easy.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Advances are never so short. We live in a society that kills animals for sport. And how can we discuss gender, class, or race when we can't respect the rights of lesbians and gays?
Who is that guy?
It's Consolidated. They're from San Francisco. They're a trio from San Francisco. They're kind of.
Yeah, I've heard of the name before.
Yeah, you never heard their music?
No.
No?
Oh, maybe like at a club and didn't know it or something. But that's cool that they're speaking about all those issues in a pop format like that, so people can hear about it.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like the message a lot. I mean, I wasn't blown out by the music or anything like that, but the sincerity of the message was something that I could relate to.
There's not that much of that kind of political, militant music going on, is there, at the moment in the States?
Well,
Aren't they kind of an
Public
exception?
Enemy, you know. Maybe.
Yeah, I saw this other video. Well, since I've been in Europe, in Amsterdam, I saw this video. There's this video about the ozone and the greenhouse effect and stuff. You see the video that has all the little sperms, and it's like talking about, you know, just not wasting energy and clean
It's a
environment
Dutch
stuff.
house record, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, something like that. I've never seen any videos like that in the States, and I watch MTV. I never see anything, you know, those kind of things. So that's. They won't show him playing guitar and singing at the same time. They just show shots of a girl's hand playing guitar,
Yeah.
and then they show a head singing. They won't show them together. So I'm kind of suspecting that they might have had some ringers come in to play the guitar,
You think so?
which is very suspicious because the guitar parts were incredibly wimpy. But I don't know, it's all right, I guess. You know, I mean, it's not really my cup of tea,
No.
but it wasn't. I didn't bum me out or anything.
Why did you laugh?
Oh, because it just looked as pretentious as humanly possible to me. Just the way that they were, it was so obvious that they just said, I'm doing a video all over their face, because they had their makeup and they had their little posed expressions, and you could just tell that they had the wind machine and the lights, and they knew that the camera was right there, and they were trying to do that little sexy thing for the camera. They should have had a sign that said, we're doing videos.
Are you following what's going on in England these days? What kind of music they're making in England?
No.
No?
I don't give a fuck what they're doing over there. They're probably like getting even like more into that fucking shitty music.
I've got one of those machines in my house that is like a readout, like a news readout.
Yeah?
You've seen those are red.
What do they do? Is it like acid
I'm
Manchester
telling you, what are you
house
doing there?
beat? What is it?
Tuck your head in here.
Go on.
Flea just blew my whole joke. I can't even finish it.
Come on, I want to hear it.
It's meaningless now.
No, you have something at your house.
In England, what are they doing in England?
The kind of music they're making in England these days.
I went and saw My Bloody Valentine the other day.
Yeah?
You ever listen to them?
Yeah?
They have one song that I really like.
And then there's the sort of dance bands, like you said, the Manchester bands.
Is that, I'm really kind of confused about the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's those bands that all have like the bowl haircuts, and then there's the guys that are like doing like kind of R&B music, and then there's the guys that play the really obnoxious music where they take ecstasy and stuff. And I don't know. I don't think I really like any of the English bands these days unless I don't know about them. I mean, there's none that, some of them don't offend me, a lot of them do offend me, and, but I mean, it's not like anything to be passionate about, like some of them, like...
Fugazi.
Yeah, we're talking about bands, but I mean, as far as like bands that came out of England, I mean, bands like when great bands came out of England, like Echo and the Bunnymen and the Clash and, the Gang of Four and...
Sex Pistols.
The Sex Pistols, you know. I don't know about any of these bands, like, your Jesus Jones and your EMFs and your, what's the other one that's just the same?
Stone Posers.
The Stone guys, and, whatever, all these guys, it's like, I don't, it was funny because when we were in New York a little while ago, I met Ian McCulloch, who's the singer for Echo and the Bunnymen, and I'm like a huge Echo and the Bunnymen fan. They're like one of my favorite rock bands. I really like them a lot. And I met him, and I was all excited to meet him. And I talked to him for a really long time. And he was like, you asked me if I liked the Stone Roses. And I was like, nah, I don't really care. And he goes, oh, well, because, they remind me of what I was doing when I was young, what I was doing. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? When you were young, you were making, like, the most, like, intense, beautiful, passionate music that had so many dynamics and moved me in so many ways. And these guys are just doing, like, putting, like, a nifty little beat on the same old tired rock song.
It's funny what's going on in England, because it seems that your band is not going down so well there either.
Fuck them. England can fuck off as far as I'm concerned. I don't like it there. The food sucks, the people are boring, and, they'll all come to see us anyway.
I like that video. I've seen that video before. I think it's a really beautiful video. And I also like the fact that they did it on an extremely low budget. Yeah. And I always like videos better on low budgets.
You do?
Because they just make so much more sense to me. The idea of wasting, tens of thousands of dollars like we do on videos, it always bothers me. It just seems like an unnecessary expenditure to meet the end that you're trying to get at. It seems like you could reach that end with half the dough. And I know they did that for a very small fee. And plus, it was beautiful. I love a lot of those shots in there.
Yeah. How much is the video that you made for Give It Away?
$80,000 or something like that.
But could it have been made for less?
Look at Lindy's going now. It's more than that. Up. How much was it?
It was 100,000.
Up more? How much?
120.
125?
140 for Give It Away.
That's sick, man. We gave it away. That's fucking
but that's just because we live in Hollywood, and whenever you do a video, they hire this enormous crew, and everybody gets paid tons of money, the directors and the grips, and then just a lot of people, and there's catering, and it just seems unnecessary.
Smashing Pumpkins made a good record. It's a good record.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, it's far superior to their live concert.
What do you think?
This is a side of
You think to yourself, doesn't he feel embarrassed doing that? I mean, he just looks so silly. He just looks so ridiculously silly to me doing that stuff. And what does that music have to do with nature? What does it have to do with jellyfish and insects? It has nothing to do with jellyfish and insects.
But why does it have to do something with jellyfish and insects?
Well, these are the images that they're giving you along with their music. But it just seemed nonsensical to me.
Do you know this band?
No.
The Young Gods from Switzerland?
Don't know.
No? It's kind of a European sort of type of electronic music. I don't know. That's why I wanted to show it to you, because it's
You like it?
I don't like it. It's just a type of music.
You like it.
I don't like it. I don't. But there's a couple of bands in Europe that play this type of music. You have Front 242, maybe you've heard of them, from Belgium, and sort of inspired by,
By what? What are they
I don't know, I
inspired
think
by?
sort of English bands like Cabaret Voltaire that started this sort of...
Yeah, but they've got nothing. That said nothing to me.
No?
No.
So it gives me something.
Blah, 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 blah. I mean, there was nothing interesting about it. It didn't look cool. The music was unexciting and boring and not spiritual, and didn't seem like it took any sort of dedication on anybody's part to do it. And,
Well, it's true. It's kind of a cold, sort of distant way of...
Yeah, but you can be cold and distant and great. I mean, like, Thelonious Monk played stuff that was cold and distant and, you know, shrivel your testicles every time. Come on, come here.
Doing the Larry King show here.
Larry King.
Okay.
Just watch this. I like that one.
Hey, that's fine.
I like
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, he seemed
Had
like...
the low budge quality going for it, which I definitely like.
Yeah.
And he also didn't seem like too pretentious or anything.
He was funny, didn't take himself too seriously, had some realistically looking scrumptious girls.
Did you know this guy?
No. JK knows the guy.
Yeah, you know him, huh?
But JK said it was MC 900 Foot Jesus. And I've been seeing that name around forever.
Yeah, we've been seeing the name.
The first thing they did was really cool, too.
What was it?
I can't remember the title, but it was a really good song. The first hit they
He
had.
also looks good.
Yes, I think the point that he makes about not taking himself too seriously, you like to see that in this kind of...
I'd like to see that, really.
Like, this is a good band from Seattle, 7 Year Bitch.
I've never heard of that.
They're
Give
You
him
never
all
heard of
the
7 Year
slack.
Bitch?
No.
You make a life out of this kind of thing and you never heard of the band.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
Good
that.
band from Seattle.
Get your head out of the ground.
Better than Nirvana.
I gotta step out now. I gotta get Anthony's ginseng ready. Bye.
Ginseng, what's that?
Well, that's what I was just chewing on a minute ago in my bag.
Yeah.
I just bought a 22-year-old ginseng root in the Chinatown of Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Took it up to Molly's house, steamed it, and cut it. Now I'll be sucking on it.
Sucking on it?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what does it do for you?
Ginseng
Yeah?
makes your dick hard.
What else?
That's a metaphor. You know, just like it's making you feel, you know. I got a tour with Henry, so I don't want to be out machoed.
By Henry.
Don't want to be out machoed by Henry.
Ah, I see, okay. So you do that every time before you go on the
A little ginseng, try to get me up there with Henry.
Okay.
Someone out there somewhere feels like you do.
En tot slot nog even dit.
I was so nervous I could barely breathe.
She sees my good deeds and she kisses the wind. And I never worry, now that is a lie.
I'm blind. I look like Stevie Wonder or something.
I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Or take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Or take me to the place I
Serious upper nose thing going.
Upper nose?
Above your glasses?
That's not my nose.
I know, but it looks like it's coming up from your nose.
That's not my nose.
There's these things? I mean, I got them too, but they're...
hold me, I say, yeah, yeah. Love me, oh, no, no, yeah, yeah. One time. Under the bridge downtown is where I drew some blood. Under the bridge downtown, I could not get enough. Under the bridge downtown, forgot about my love. Under the bridge downtown, I give my life away.
I like the whole thing.
Yeah, people that came up to me in the street and they said that they liked that version better than the version on the record. Yeah, I like the song, but I like it better in the boat.
Is that so?
Yeah.
No, where
yes,
was that?
Yes, on the streets of Amsterdam.
Oh, really? You can have the tape.
Okay.
There's more to something in the beginning, you know, where you sort of start to
Okay,
do
thank
the
you.
boat ride.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you, Bram.
Bram, you're the bomb.